right, high-profile train crashes plaguing companies like Amtrak. Just this week, a train broke apart while traveling 125 miles per hour. That incident following 3 deadly crashes, and they come as the rail industry claims key safety technology is not due until 2020. But that date has now been pushed back several times, so we'll see if that one holds. Should you be concerned for your safety if you ride on these trains? Here now is the former U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of Transportation for Technology Policy. Nice long title for Oliver McGee. Thanks, Oliver, getting up very early this morning from Texas. We do appreciate it. We've got to talk about serious stuff here, though. I mean, these trains obviously carry people safely by and large, but there have been a few incidents of late that are a bit stressing.
Thank you for having me this morning, Rob. You're absolutely right. In fact, in the last 3 years, we've had about 26 derailments that have been reported by Amtrak, which is very, very shocking. But the last 3 have been most riveting. You're right. Positive train control is a solution. This has been confirmed this week by the NTSB. And this is really all about traffic control systems like you see in the highway control systems that were invented by the great Garrett Augustus Morgan in 1923. He was the first black to own an automobile in Cleveland, as a matter of fact, as a plug for Black History Month. But the key thing is positive train control is to stop these trains, is to automatically stop them when they see obstructions, and also a speed control. As we saw in Amtrak 501, we had to slow the train down to negotiate the turn before it went into the Interstate 5 highway system. Right. And we also need to look at if there are obstructions that positive train control begins to break the system. But more importantly, positive train control looks ahead of the track and see if there's signal tracking that is sending the train off course onto a stationary freight train. We're very lucky about Amtrak 91, because what if that train has some hazmats and then also we had a bomb? Then we would have had a lot more injuries on that event at the time. Remember, trains are essentially aircraft structures rolling on the ground. So we need to have the same type of digital cockpit, the same type of wireless communication inside these engine systems, like we have on Airbuses and Boeing aircraft. Those are digital cockpits. Well, imagine if we did not have positive plane control or air traffic control. We'd be in a lot of trouble. We would be in a lot of trouble. And let's look at just how long. I mean, we've been working on this system, this Positrack or positive train control, for quite a few years now. Here's a look at the deadlines that we have passed. 2008, Congress requires installation of positive train control, PTC, system by the end of 2015. Of course, we didn't see that. 2015, Congress extended the deadline to install PTC by at least 3 years. So now here we are in 2018. The new deadline is 2020 for PTC. Now, these are private companies that do take some funding from the federal government. Is that correct, Oliver? Absolutely. And why are we putting up with this? I mean, these guys are making a profit. They're making money. Well, I think what President Trump has called in the State of the Union address in the crumbling infrastructure plan that he's putting forward, it's all about public-private partnerships. The government can't pay for it all alone, but private companies have to come in with that public-private partnership. And this is really the key that Donald Trump is trying to do with Elaine Chao, the Transportation Secretary. It's all about those public-private partnerships, and that's how we'll be able to afford it, and that's how we'll be able to get the things and implement it and move forward. Well, remember, all of those deadlines you're talking about is to extend to the 2020 to be able to establish those partnerships and get it done. But right now, PTC is it. Well, Oliver, thank you so much, and hopefully we can make some progress on this with some kind of infrastructure bill. Our railroads are old. They are very old, and thank you so much for coming on this morning, sir. Thank you, Rob. All right.